Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's the best show ever here. Ricky Bo out. So we got Andrew DiCecco there, Sylvana Kelleher, Tyrone Johnson. It's time for another episode, another edition of Educating the Elders. But today it has a twist because it will not be Sylvana at all questioning things from her generation about us. It's going to be us questioning her about things from our generation. And let's see when we turn the tables how Sylvana does.
So I just spent all that time looking up those topics for nothing.
You do them next week. What are you doing? It's evergreen. You act like this stuff it goes away. All right? Don't complain about hard work. Now, I'll ask the first question before I pass it over to Andrew. What is this?
It's for a Polaroid camera.
Incorrect. This is a floppy disk.
Oh my God, that what came up in my mind. That almost had a floppy disk.
This thing would hold 1.44 megabytes of data. Now, my phone that I have, I got the iPhone that now has a terabyte. This used to be the gold standard at one point, and it was 1.44 megabytes.
I should have went with what I
data
first thought of. I literally have never seen that before, but I was about to be like a floppy disk. And then I saw Fujifilm, and I was like, Polaroid?
So, Ivana, what is a Blockbuster?
It is a place that you could rent movies from.
That is correct.
It's now obsolete.
All right, fair enough. It used to be a big deal for people out there that are old enough to remember. On like a Friday night, you go to the Blockbuster, and then you go get some popcorn. You go get something to drink. You could do the whole shebang outside of booze.
Rent games,
It was good. Yeah, you could rent games as well.
Oh, you could rent games.
Oh, yeah, for like from Nintendo up to Genesis, all the way through. Oh, yeah, you could do that. What was Prism?
Is that a game console?
It is not.
Is it it's something to do with the internet?
It is
or
not.
A computer? No?
No.
What is it?
Prism used to be a cable channel that would show movies, most importantly, Sixers and Flyers games, and then also have like WWE wrestling as well. So if wrestling came on at the Spectrum, they would show it on Prism. Sixers games, like during the Barkley era, would be on Prism.
I should have known that because of the Sixers and
Flyers games.
I knew this.
That's where Mark Zumoff got his start. He used to be the studio guy on Prism before he was the play-by-play guy for all those years. Years later, he started on Prism. So literally, like my dad would make me watch some movie sometimes. Like on the weekends, there used to be day games for the Flyers, and then there'd be some educational movie on, and my dad would make me watch it because it would just come on right after the game. So it would switch, like the movie Gandhi would be on, and then right after Gandhi, it'd be the Sixers, and then it'd go back to movies. Prism was a beast.
Oh, I should have known that one. I have heard of that before, obviously, with the Sixers and Flyers attached to it. Ugh.
So, Ivana, what is AIM?
Oh, that's a messenger thing on the computer.
Oh, yeah. What did it stand for? AIM.
Ooh, was it AOL Instant Messenger? What was it?
It was AOL Instant Messenger. Yes. I spent a lot of time on AIM, and I used to put a lot of thought into my away message.
I'm not sure if I actually use it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I actually used it, but I had an AOL account.
No, you're doing okay.
Yeah.
You're doing okay so far. So far. All right.
Still mad about the floppy disk. I should have got that one because that was my first thought was a floppy disk. And I saw it said like Fujifilm on it, and I was like, Polaroid.
Bummer.
Before DVRs, how would someone, I'm not just asking for the device, how would someone record something on at a specific time pre-DVR or TiVo?
Do you have to use a VHS on a blank tape and like record it at the same time it was playing?
No. That's one way. That's one way. You could set up your VCR.
Yes.
To record
at that
specific time.
Yeah, it had a blue screen and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And it would go to the channel and it would record for that specific time.
But you couldn't watch the TV at the same time.
You could, but most times you did. The point of doing that was to do it like people did it with a lot of soap operas. So they were at work.
Oh, okay.
If you're watching the show, you can just do it in edit and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Okay. Halfway.
What is the Book It program?
Ooh. Book it? Does it have to do something with reading books?
I don't know. It sounds like you're asking me.
It has something to do with reading books. It's a challenge for reading books.
I mean, it says book it, so you said books.
Yeah.
The actual answer, so you would have to read the books. And then if you read a certain amount, what was the prize at your school?
Pizza Hut.
That would be pizza. Yeah. That was the point. You would read the certain amount of books.
I said a book challenge.
It said book it, so you said book. You didn't know because the most important part of the answer was the Pizza Hut. You would get a certificate to get a free personal pan pizza back when we were a civilized country, back at the OG civilized Pizza Hut.
With the salad bar.
Oh yeah, that Pizza Hut.
Like in bench warmers.
And you would sit down and have a nice pizza.
Had the overhead lights, remember that?
Oh yeah, classy situation. And you had to earn it via the Book It program.
Did you cheat?
Why would I
would you lie about the pages?
No.
That you read?
No. You would get in my school you would get questioned. You couldn't just say I read the book. They would ask you.
Write a book report.
Yeah, to write a book report on each book.
Well, I guess you guys didn't have the resources like we did growing up, so you didn't necessarily have to read the book to read a book report. To write
Cliff Notes existed, but who was going to give you Cliff Notes on a book when you're in middle school? Like,
the internet.
There was it wasn't the internet. There was Cliff Notes that you could get. Right. But no one was hooking you up with Cliff Notes for middle school books.
Different world. Not used to that.
Name two characters from the show Seinfeld.
Seinfeld?
Oh, this is great.
Well, no. Seinfeld is not an acceptable answer.
Jerry Seinfeld?
Jerry Seinfeld and?
I don't know. Let's do Mary.
No. You had Elaine Bennis, Cosmo Kramer, George Costanza. Those were the main
should have said George.
People.
It's a
then
basic
you had
name.
Frank Costanza, the father. His mom was on the show.
No Marys?
No main character Marys, no. Newman down the hall.
Mary Newman?
No.
Oh my God.
Newman was a mailman.
I'm happy I got Jerry Seinfeld.
Jaleel White played what title character in the show Family Matters?
Oh, no clue.
You don't know Steve Urkel?
Oh, I do. Is that him?
Yes.
Oh.
But you didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
I know who Steve Urkel is, but I didn't know who played him.
I said Family Matters too.
Family Matters was the name of the show.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really ring a bell, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm not sure I've seen that. Wait, but I have because I saw Steve Urkel.
We're not going to give you that one.
Yeah. Family Matters was a part of a block of television that had a name. Okay, there was a block of television that Family Matters was a part of that had a name. What was the name of that block of television?
Nickelodeon.
No, that's a channel. On the
what
channel,
the hell is a block?
It was a block of television. I'm telling you what it was.
What is a block of television?
Okay.
What does that mean?
I'll give the answer. It was called TGIF. And in TGIF, at different times, they would have Family Matters, Full House, Perfect Strangers, Step by Step.
They call it the Friday Night Lineup.
Right, and that was a block of shows. 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30.
Why couldn't you guys ask me about Full House? I would have got that.
Full House, you wouldn't have because you didn't know it was at one time part of TGIF. And the same person that did the Family Matters theme song also did the Full House theme song. Same person.
You
look. Sure.
That's what it is.
So yeah, me and Kai have really cleaned up on that one.
Now, see, because very easy for you when you got the hammer. Today you're the nail. Now, last one, and I'm rooting for you on this one. Okay, I'm rooting for you on this one.
No pressure.
All right. Which Philadelphia athlete was on the cover of Sports Illustrated as the, quote, ultimate weapon?
Brian Dawkins.
No, he's Weapon X. The ultimate weapon. So I'll give you one more guess.
Allen Iverson. Who?
Randall Cunningham.
Oh!
Randall Cunningham.
I'm thinking in the wrong generation.
Because of all
I'm thinking
that
like
he
the
did,
wrong time frame.
was on the cover of Sports Illustrated as the ultimate weapon because he could do everything.
Oh shoot! We were just talking about Randall Cunningham.
That's why I gave you one that you would have a chance.
And you did say he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I think you did when we were
Right. I just didn't mention what they said about it, which was the ultimate weapon.
I was close.
That's not close.
I was in the same sport with my first one. I was in the same sport.
Listen, you were like in the same. I'll give you the same. No, I can't even say same church, wrong pew. You were in the same.
It was the same sports, same team. The first one.
Okay. Listen, that's just by luck. Listen, next week we'll return to our regular programming in which Sylvana will quiz us about things and she educates the elders. But this week, all
my hard work.
The elders, the work dies. Now you can't use them next week? Can you use them next week? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh. There'll be another edition next week.
And we couldn't give you a heads up, even though I know you wouldn't have studied anyway. Anyway, make sure you listen to the best show ever on 97.5 The Fanatic, 97.5thefanatic.com, 2 to 6 Monday through Friday, or watch on NBC Sports Philadelphia.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching our YouTube. If you want to help us out, go ahead and like and subscribe for us. If you liked what you saw, go right over here to our playlists and pick out whatever you want to watch.